All right. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. All right. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep on moving forward. We're gonna keep on doing our thing. Like I said, getting a lot done, accomplishing a lot. Um, just about that simple, basically. See what we can do right. Yeah, it's all 100% real, 100% official tissue over here. Like I said, man, folks just don't understand, man. They don't have a clue what I come from, what I've been through, how much I've overcome. You understand? And all the readings and downloads telling me what it is. You know what I mean? We get into another stage with things, though, and that's the good part. That's the really good part. But I don't know. I see it all putting itself together, man. I mean, you know, for me, the crazy part is that I've done it all by myself. Like, I didn't get no help. I didn't get no real help at any point, financially, nothing. I did this all by myself, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? So I'm self-made, man. You know, and that's the thing. Like, it just be so funny to me how, you know, you can just see what it is, how, you know, how unfair the game is. Like, I'm already, you know, the minute I get started, I mean, it is what it is, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good because I got God with me and I got God on my side and God working with me and for me. So, you know what I mean? God will figure it out. He'll figure it out. He'll give me the money and get me paid right. Other than that, I don't know. It says my blessing is a lot closer than I think. So, I don't know. It just continues to approach. I even had a guy yesterday tell me that my blessing was coming around the corner, something like that. So I thought that was kind of crazy. I thought that was definitely divine confirmation, and it's pretty interesting to say the least. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep pushing forward, no matter what, no matter how hard it is. We're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna keep on moving. You know what I mean? Don't have a choice at this point, man. You feel me? Gotta get the job done. And that's my only thing, you know, you can just see what it is, like the convenience, how funny folks are. Like, look at everything, bro. Like, look at the lifestyles. Like, just it's just hilarious to me. Like, because everybody got so far away from reality and the fact that, well, this is a man's world. See, that's the thing. Like, nobody knows how to play their position and play their role. And you wonder why everything in society is the way it is, And, things are happening all over the country, all over the world. It may be a mystery to some of you, but it's not to me. Because this is what happens. When you get away from respect, when you get away from looking up to men and realizing how necessary we are, this is what you get. I mean, the society is just a joke. You know what I mean? I still hear so-called women saying all sorts of things that aren't true, right? That stuff is hilarious to me. An illusion of independence. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? See, that's the thing. It's an illusion of independence, right? And that's what's crazy to me is like, you do realize that I'm the actual son of God, right? Like, you get that point by now, I hope, right? That's why I'm a walking miracle and I perform miracles literally with God right in front of you. You understand? So it's like, for me, I don't know. I just think it's funny. I think it's very entertaining. Folks have gotten so far away from the truth and reality, right? That must be why it seems odd to them when you say the truth and speak the truth. And I happen to be the truth and this reality, And that's what's funny to me. It's like, dude, I came up in the hardest position, man, because of this generation and this time. I mean, just the outlook and the perception is so unreal and just not in touch with reality. It's just the hardest time, man. It really is, That's the thing. Like, we all have our own stuff going on, right? And like I said, this is a man's world, so there's a lot of stuff going on all over the country and the world. And I just ask you the question, do you see any of these folks really acknowledging what we go through? At some point, we might have to take a step back, right? And my deal is about bringing unity. You know what I mean? Unity to people, unity for men and women, right? And I try to stand up for everybody. And I definitely try to stand up for the men because, I mean, who else will? Literally, who else is going to? Everybody else is too busy, working their little job, that illusion of independence that the devil gave them. It's like having a record deal. They really thinking they something they not, huh? Don't even make that much money. I'm way ahead of you in the game and the race. So far ahead, you'll never catch up because I'm a genius. I figured out the world real quick. I figured out it's all a game to be played. And games to be sold, not told. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different. The way we move is different. The way we think is different. I'm a thinking man. You understand? We are not the same in any way, shape, or form. Feel me? For me, I get what I want regardless. Because that's what I do. That's what I'm good at. You feel me? So, like I said, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I feel like a lot of the readings, like I can kind of see what it is and what's going on. I'm paying no attention. I said, man, I'm Gucci. I'm perfect the way I am. The way God made me and created me. I don't got nothing to change. You understand? Trust me, I'm perfect. I'm what folks want to be. That's why you all got to admire me and look up to me, right? Right? That's why I get paid, right? Right? You see what happened with these videos if you pay attention, right? We advanced to whole new levels already on them. And they sitting there watching me succeed. It said it today in the download. It said they fear your success. No duh. Hell, that was obvious since Green Bay. That's been obvious since forever. That's what folks don't get. They immediately label and judge. And it's false judgment. That's why he said in the depiction, he said, don't you think you're assuming maybe a little too much? What people do every day, especially so-called women. They make assumptions. They go off their assumptions. Your assumptions are not reality, honey. You're looking through a jaded lens. Looking through a jaded lens. That lens doesn't exist. You see the world from a small little perspective, a minnow's perspective, that it just, none of it is there. It doesn't exist. It's not what the world is. See, that's the point. Again, I come from and represent the real world. All this stuff that's happening underground beneath us, right? I know what's really going on, and I happen to be the guy putting a stop to all of it. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of courage, man. Came out in the readings too. It said other folks don't have the what to do what you do, right? That's why you're, I don't know what else it said, probably the legend or the greatest of all time. That's what I am. Yeah, people don't have the courage to do what I've done, and what I do, and what I'll continue to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm not wearing hockey pants. But like I said, man, I love it, man. I love myself. I love being me. I love what I do. I love how folks watch me, and I bet you anything they formulate an opinion, but they keep it to themselves, don't they? Me, I'll tell you how I feel all day long. Y'all, you got to keep it to yourself, right? You folks don't get, I'm on a mission. If you think I'm a nice guy, you might have me a little confused. Actually, a lot. Might have to fix this. But yeah, man, this is just what you get. This is the product you get in a society that doesn't make any sense, doesn't produce anything, doesn't produce any money, any capital. Everybody's just living off the system. Ooh, wow. I've got more money than you. I've got a job. I've got a job. And that makes you someone or something? That makes you above what? I mean, I don't have a boss. So wouldn't that make me the cream of the crop? It don't matter how much money I make, as long as I make my own money and I'm independent, right? Because then you're not a part of this system and you don't got to ask it for nothing or for handouts. Yeah, it's harder. It takes longer. It's more difficult. A lot more difficult. It takes time. It takes work you don't want to put in. It's the thing. People don't want to work hard. Me, I never had a problem working hard. I go hard for the money. Go hard for the money. Go hard for the money. Oh, what the hell was that? He said hi. Yeah, like I said, I don't. He tried to give me the easy E look. Easy. What's up, Easy? Yeah. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, they see me, they don't know what to think. Some of them probably be thinking something sweet like, oh no, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all, partner. I'm a whole different ball game over here. Trust me. I do this for real. Like I said, it's funny to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, the more stripes I take, the more famous I get, the more money I'll make. I'm a gangster. And I'm on some gangster stuff. We ain't the same. You feel me? That's reality. And it's just that simple. You feel me? So yeah, me personally, man, I love it. I love it. Like I said, I was never always the biggest and the tallest. Never had to be. I had more heart. You know what I mean? We talk. I just got more heart. I've watched myself. I've seen what I've done. I know I can do anything. I'm capable of anything. So when someone tells me that, I tend to listen. Like somebody just told me recently. I tend to listen because they're saying it. They're saying it for a reason because they really believe in it. So it took me a minute to think about it right now, but it really is true. There's some chicks waving at me because I'm famous. I don't know what these so-called women is thinking. The women love me. They love what I do. They love this. They're gonna go crazy over this once I get, I don't care who they are. Even this generation gonna go crazy. I've had it happen right in front of me. It'd be like all sorts of people, just like tons of women just hooting and hollering, screaming, yeah. like I just, it's pretty cool when it happens. That's what I'm saying. We get to major cities and states doing what I do, the real thing. People gonna really gravitate to it, and then you're gonna really see what it is. I can guarantee you, I won't have no problem, getting a girlfriend. That part will be easy. They gonna all want to come holler at me and talk to me, because that's just the way of the world. There we go, more honks. I'm still taking the day off, kind of, but every day I'm working, man. I figure might as well be my true identity, keep on working. Everything we do over here is work. It all translates into work, working towards the objective and the goal. I just heard something. Some kind of critter there. Hello, critter. How are you? There's another honk. What I'm saying, all I gotta do is come out and do my victory lap. Da-da-da, da-da-da, that's me. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Oh, look. Another honk. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, we're gonna stay moving forward. We're gonna stay doing our thing. Everybody else can just watch my success that they'll never attain. Ever. How many world records we got now? There's a lot, right? What is it, like 476 or something crazy? I haven't really been paying attention. There's a lot. That's what folks don't get. I'm out here enjoying myself. I'm busy as hell now. I just got a lot that I'm doing on my own too. Everything is just by myself. It is what it is. I can't wait for it to change, but it's not in my hands. It's in God's hands. But yeah, I mean, most of these so-called women, I mean, the minute you talk to them, I mean, you can just see what it is. Everything is self-absorbed, selfishness. It's not about doing anything for anybody else. It's the truth. Even if they act like it is, it's not. And it's just sad because, bro, your power is not earned. You don't have any real power. You were just given a job. That's it. It's a basic job that you don't want to be at and you don't like. And y'all running around here acting like you're something you're not. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of folks don't want to have a conversation with me because I'm going to tell you reality immediately. Like, where did all this ego come from? Exactly, because they operate out the ego. Almost all of them. They don't know what they're talking about. And that's the reality. See, they want yes men. They want people around them. They're going to validate their nonsense. And that would mean that you're agreeing with and validating actual delusion. See, that's not how it works. Like I said, I'm sure there's a few that are different, but it's hard to find, man. It's real hard to find. You know what I mean? And it's just sad. And it just gets worse every generation. I mean, I could see it literally, I mean, like I said, it's nothing but entitlement. That's why they designed all these apps like that, right? Like, come on, bro. Everything is an unfair advantage. The women have the upper hand on everything. And I don't understand why, because like I said, I look better than all y'all. Damn. So it's funny, but it's also the truth. A lot of truth is said in jest. It's the truth. It's just basic reality. Like, you can't be serious. Compare me and my face, bro, to any of them. Like, well, look, can't be serious. I ain't gonna name names. I ain't gonna take it there. Maybe I should. Oh man. Look better than that supermodel, the one that they had on that one film that she was like a giant. You remember that? She's like the supermodel. Hell, I look better than her. No joke. Look at me. I look better than her. I'm just a guy. That's all. The only difference. Well, I can't even go to the club. The minute I walk in the club, and women is like, you're extremely good looking. Thank you. No, I mean, you're extremely good looking. Appreciate it. Thank you. I've never been a conceited guy, man. I'm humble as hell, That's the thing, in person I don't even talk like that. But like I know what I am. I'm not, I can see But that's what I'm saying. You know, you could just see the state, so-called women. You could see the state of this society, and that's what I'm saying. They'll take it from here all the way into left field. They'll say things that make no sense. They do it every day. Okay. And I make a career off of talking about your mistakes and mishaps. So what's up? Yeah, see, I mean, no, I get my get back every single day. Actually, yeah. I am vengeance. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, folks could just quit playing games and just be realistic when they speak. You know, you say something to me, I'm thinking you being serious. You understand? So, you know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. See, me, I stand on what I say. I say what I say. I come out on the block. I did the same thing on 6th Street. That's why folks talking up there now, yeah, because I left, because I'm Debo. That make a lot of sense. That's what they do. Wait for me to leave. They be right in front of me for days, years, months, hours. Don't say a thing, quiet as a mouse. Oh, yes, Terry. Yeah. Right? Sit there and act with you. That's what they do. They act. They're all actors. That's what I'm saying. That's why they know they wrong. All of them. They know they in the wrong completely, and they know they wrong because they stay acting. Meanwhile, like I said, most of them, they doing all sorts of illegal activity. Right? And that's the problem is even the folks who are good, they not paying attention to everything. You know what I'm saying? I heard that too in the reading that because like the bad ones are not doing their job, that the good ones are starting to step up. So that's awesome. That's the goal. The goal is not to do this all by myself, you know, even though sometimes it feels like that a lot actually. But the goal is to, you know, save the city and win the people over and save this whole country and world, which I'm already doing. I already saved the city, but it still requires a little more saving, but that'll happen in time. And like I said, I need the money. God got to give me the resources and the money, and that'll make it much easier so I can use my resources. Like Alfred was talking about it. Not you, your resources. Except I'm going to keep doing me, doing what I need to do. What do you say? You're afraid that if I go back out there, I'll fail. No, I'm afraid you want to. That's what he said. It's 100% what he said. Quote me on it. That's what he said. But yeah, like I said, the deal with me, I don't know if these folks understand, but I'm going to be building new suits. I'm going to have new suits, right? And they're going to be proofed. I'll have a new mask. Everything will be proofed. Like real proof. Like it'll be real protective suit, right? And that's the point. It already is quite a bit, but it'll be a lot better. You know, and that's the point. You build the suit right, you get a ninja and a samurai warrior like me and put me in it. Unstoppable. Nothing can stop me, literally. I could do whatever the hell I want in any situation. I'm the game master. So yeah, like I said, I just got to keep on trucking. You know, pretty sure there's some good people out there and people looking out for me too that I'm not aware of, whether I know it or not. You know, God has angels protecting me, man. That much is clear. So I stay moving. stay moving, stay excelling, stay advancing, stay building. And said hi to them. They just honk. So we just got to keep on moving forward, no matter how impossible it is. Every day, you got to do the impossible. That's the thing. That's what God told me a long time ago, a while back now. He said, just keep showing up. You know, y'all got to understand this is real, man. It's not easy. There's a lot of elements, like being out here, all sorts of stuff, but it's all training and getting me ready, and it has to be done. Just that simple. And that's the point. Like, it's to the point that I literally am saving cities and enforcing divine law, and I'll be doing it all over the planet. And I speak publicly, and I know how to use the system the right way to turn it around, because they already had the system turned around. I just turned it back to what it's supposed to be. So, yeah, now I utilize the system too, because these folks make a lot of mistakes. You feel what I'm saying? They make a whole lot of mistakes. But yeah, all the truth is there, man. The truth is obvious. It's super apparent. And they're, quite frankly, too obvious about it. That's the thing. Like, when you're dealing with corruption, it is what it is, because they keep trying to do whatever they want. And they're making a lot of mistakes, and it's all, it's a trail of evidence. Man, this stuff is crazy on here online, though, man. That Groovy Jimmy, I looked at that stream the other night, man. That was crazy, man. I mean, this dude's just doing it right on camera now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, just you can see what direction society is headed. And no, it is a big deal. It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal when you clearly, I don't know if he thinks he's invisible. Is that your superpower, Groovy Jimmy the Fake Crip? Do you turn into Harry Potter at the drop of a dime and you're invisible? That boy think he got an invisibility cloak on or something, because he be committing crimes right on camera. Never seen nothing like it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, why do you think the Illuminati introduced these societal slogans that I teach and talk about? It was all gearing for this. It was all gearing and steering people the right direction, correct? See my point? It's literally the point of it. You know what I mean? I want to say something too, man. That one that was talking to me, like I said, this is somebody completely different. But that one that was talking to me, I hope they understand that I see through everything they say. Like, I understand your intentions 100%. You're super obvious, and you don't get this isn't my first rodeo. So let me say that real quick. There was even a reading came out about it. It was like, yeah, someone wants to use you for your abundance. Someone wants to use you for your success. They're not genuine. I mean, you could tell that in 5 seconds, because they're in a horrible mood. And that's the thing. All those people that say what they say, most of them are homeless. So it'd be crazy to me, because they'd be projecting, right? And they just want to say words and say things, that aren't true and never have been true. I've never had that problem. Never will, never have. And that's why these folks in their feelings, right? I don't even worry about that. Never have. Are you serious? I'm a guy who always owns multiple homes, multiple estates. Like, what? I got full access to buildings worth billions of dollars. That mentality is just hilarious, flawed. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So, like I said, nobody thinks like y'all. That's the part you don't get. But yeah, no, they're super obvious. And it's like, well, I mean, here's the thing. There's nothing that you have to offer that I'm slightly interested in. You know, I just be nice to people and talk and speak and say the truth, but a lot of them be disingenuous as hell. They act one way in front of you and they don't understand. I got a homeboy that already saw him, you know, talking behind my back. See how God works? I got eyes everywhere, man. I got people everywhere, bro, without trying. And people just come tell me and talk to me. So, you know, y'all don't get how real it is when you have, you know, real friends. You know, I don't have many, but I got a couple. And music just loud as hell for no apparent reason. Like, what is the purpose? I don't get that, man. Like I said, me personally, I think they're all in on it. I think they all were in on it day one, and I think the feds and FBI are possibly here already investigating. And you have to understand, they're going to find them servers. Somebody's going to tell, and that's what already happened actually in the downloads. I don't know if it's regarding that, but with these underground illegal criminal organizations like the Red Triangles, somebody already told, because that's what they all do. They all tell. There's another haunt. They're all Soldier Boy running town. Soldier Boy running town. Can get right. Oh, they gonna tell. They gonna tell every time. You tell them anything, they're gonna run and tell. That's the thing. You can see the differential in how we came up. I came up hard. You could see that I'm genuine and real and the real deal and pure. You know, like I don't have all the answers for everything, but you can see how we weren't telling. You know, I'm the real deal. So that's the thing. Like when you get a guy like me that comes from that world and has seen it all, you know, I was never doing any of what they do ever, but I've always been around everything, always seen everything. You know what I mean? I came up in all these ghettos and hoods and neighborhoods. I've seen it all of it. And I've lived a lot of it. How you doing? He said, do I need a ride on the electric bicycle? I need an electric bicycle. I guess he had like a back seat on it, is what he was showing me. But no, I'm good. Imagine that would look funny as hell though. Somebody got to get that on camera. That'll do some views right there. You know, like, and I have fun every day, man. You know, but you know, it's also serious business what I do and who I am and how I am. So, but yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't know what folks is on. I don't know what folks be telling themselves. To be quite honest, I don't even know what folks be on or what they say anymore. Like, what can you say? I'm the champ. I'm winning all across the board. Like I said, I did this step by step. I already built. Look, I think they're hollering Batman or something. I already built the entire infrastructure to do this, right? And then that's the thing. I started here, do the real thing, still to date. You know, I just like I said, we're kind of using it as a training ground, and I just keep training, getting ready, because Everything is already good. It's already safe. It really is, you know. And it took a lot of work to do it. It wasn't easy, you know. And like I said, it's like you said, it's a big city. I can't be everywhere. Like that part's very true. Pretty much the whole depictions are very true because again, I told you, I am the prophecy. They're all spot on, but yeah, I mean, even here, it's a big city. I can't be everywhere. You know what I mean? And you know, he had a motorcycle though. Just saying. You know, so that would make it a lot easier. But I mean, even then, it's not a good move out here. You know, we don't have the best drivers. For me to be on the road that much like that, even if I had all that, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Like, I just know God, you know, takes care of me and protects me. I still go through things. I've been through crazy things, been through impossible things, survived the impossible time and time again. But God protects me, man. You know what I mean? He really does. Divine protection. Because even like KRS-One said, he said, even what respects purpose, right? That's what folks don't get. See, that was the thing. That's why I watched that, because I was looking for a way to survive. This whole time I've been looking for a way to keep going, and I'm going to keep it real with you. It's finally getting to the point. I'm noticing a bit of a difference physically with what I've been going through, finally. And that's what God told me. He said, your faith is going to heal you. You know what I mean? I don't understand, man. I went through so much with it. I mean, what I've overcome and survived is literally impossible. You know, so that's the thing. Like, you be trying to talk to them folks, and that's how I know too that they're not genuine. Because when I tell them what I went through, you could tell they just want to ignore it or dismiss it. I tell folks straight up in front of them, I'm immortal. Not playing. That was proven a long time ago when I went through what I went through. That's what I know that you don't, right? And that's not where my confidence comes from. I've been confident my whole life, right? I have a slight clue what I'm capable of, and I know how strong I am and how quick, and I know what I'm on. I just know me. You know what I mean? But I definitely believe it 100%, yes, because it's been proven in front of my eyes a million times, so it ain't nothing new. Feel me? Hold up. All right. Hey, Don. See, people are being nice here, man. So I mean, that's a big deal, bro. That's a major step forward for me. You know, because it wasn't always like that. But like I said, just keep on pushing forward. Give me a minute. I think I'm going to restart and start another live in a second here. And we'll go from there. But yeah, these folks that think they run a game and you talk one way in front of me, and then when I'm not around, you talk a whole different way. Yeah, that stuff don't work with me. You know, for me, I've seen the fakeness, man. That ain't nothing new. And I'm quite frankly tired of hearing it. So yeah, just miss me with it. We'll be back.